Oops.
OBS is doing the fucky thing again, so I have to play the music through my actual browser, which means things are probably gonna run worse. Yeah. Cool. Enjoy.
Coffee deprived gamer girl talks to her hot friend about
Yes, objectively true.
Objectively.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Objectively true.
Excuse me, I'm about to sneeze.
Bless you.
No, I'm not doing it. I'm holding it in.
It's too late.
Nope, I held it in. What?
Nothing.
What?
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Nope.
All I said was I held it in.
Mm-hmm. That's fine. You held it in.
I'm confused.
Yeah. You didn't. Don't worry about it. I'm tired.
I'm really confused.
Don't worry about it. I'm tired. Bingo board.
Bingo boards, yeah.
That's the only explanation I need to make. Game change detected to avoid. I don't care.
So
Let's Streamlabs. Not Streamlabs. Stream Elements. Come on, say hello.
So
to
I'm eating now at like the start of the stream, even though it's usually like, you know, within an hour of the stream.
Yeah. Usually, like, well, I guess for you it's about an hour from now, but usually it's around 2 hours from now. For me, at least.
So it's because, let's get this out of the way. Because America is funny, a few years ago they decided, hi, rest of the world, we're just gonna be different again because we decided to, and we're gonna have daylight savings start in the middle of March.
Hey man, America speaking. What if time wasn't real? Hey, Earth, America here. I tried to match it up to like the Vsauce thing, but horrible.
Hey there, America here.
Hey, Vsauce, America here. What if time wasn't real?
I was living in your walls. I've never actually watched a single Vsauce video.
I used to watch it a lot. And then I dropped off for about 6 years, and then like last year I watched a couple episodes and was like, it's not that good. It's not that good anymore. Yeah. I mean, it's not that they're not as good. Like their stuff is still good and like edutainment. I just don't care about it as much anymore.
I get it. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's get gaming. I got a wave to
It's
to
like
the
how
bussy.
like James Rolfe, like the Angry Video Game Nerd videos, they're still very well made, but
I know the chat rules. This is my chat. Fucking stupid. Fucking. Hello me.
hello you. I'll do that. There we go.
Woo. Hello you.
So like I said, yeah, daylight savings has already started in the US because of course it has.
Yeah. Do I not? Where's my trailer? Why don't I have my trailer? Oh.
And you know, daylight savings is definitely a topic I want to discuss. Like,
Yeah, cause stupid.
it is. It's incredibly stupid. The whole concept is really stupid.
I don't get the point of it. We don't need daylight savings, man. Just have 3 p.m. be like the middle of the night. Who cares?
Oh, it's funny.
Just have everywhere on the planet have the same. Like, we don't need time zones. We don't need daylight savings, man. Like, we have the internet already. Everyone's synced up in that. Just make every time the same. Like, we don't have to. I don't have to go to bed at my like. I don't like people don't have to go to work at my 8 a.m. if America's 8 a.m. is at like the middle of the night, like just if a normal 9 to 5 turns into a like 6 to 2, like who cares? Just so I don't have to fucking I don't have to fucking guess every time I mention the time that I'm doing something. Just have everyone be in the exact same time, no matter what brightness of the sun it is. Like 2 p.m. is 2 p.m. I don't care where you are. It's 2 p.m. That's the perfect world that I would want to live in.
So then when they say, oh, it's 5 p.m. somewhere, you can be like it's literally 5 p.m.
It's 5 p.m. everywhere.
Someone's just like, they're asleep, and then it's 5 p.m. They're like, oh boy, 5 p.m. They just immediately...
Oh boy, 3 a.m. Like in the middle of work.
Shots of alcohol.
Like in the middle of work. Oh boy, 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Okay, I got my trailer. Work time.
No, so one of the big arguments. Hold on, I need to find your post so that I can quote tweet it and be like, people can watch this be done.
So you can sell me out.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like the whore I am. Christian Zombie has been kicked.
What?
From Eurotruck, I don't know. They've been kicked.
I see.
Let's go.
I am
snowing.
Scrolling. Attempting to find your post. Here it is. Allow me to do a quote tweet.
Turn left. Turn left.
I will type this in. There we go.
Woo.
Okay, so, with daylight savings, one of the things that was basically one of the many lies that our government fed to us for a long time was, it's better for the farmers, guys. The farmers need it.
Farmers don't give a shit. You don't care about your daylight savings. They'll make their own.
No, it turns out the farmers hate it.
I'm not surprised.
So, I was listening to the Cox and Crendor podcast yesterday, because it comes out every Monday, and what I learned, or at least I listen to it every Monday, what I learned is that, as it turns out, the people who continue to lobby for daylight savings, which, the fact that people lobby for it should give you an idea of how unnecessary it actually is. The two examples that stuck out to me were the pool cleaning industry. Let that sink in for a sec.
Weirdly specific. Why do they want people leaving the pools earlier?
No, they want there to be more daylight so that people are more likely to be in the pool, so that, they'll have more of a reason to keep selling their products.
Yeah.
But the other big one, the one that stuck out to me the most, and it kind of made me upset, was the golf industry.
Of course it's fucking golf. Golf is like the main reason for the decline of our planet's fucking ecosystem. Like the amount of fucking energy they use for all of their shit, the amount of land that they have to pave and just destroy for their
just for
shitty
old white
courses.
people to hit a ball.
Yeah, I always fuck up this time. Like, man, just play, like, golf on your computer. Just play Wii Golf. Like, what's the difference?
Wii Golf, yeah.
Literally
Hi, Molly.
literally a better experience. Hello, Molly.
You have arrived at your destination.
Thank you,
Your
Shadow.
guidance is now finished.
Gotta deliver some vaccines. Some medical
yeah,
vaccines.
I was disappointed but not surprised to hear that like the biggest group
Listen, color stickers. Ah,
stickers.
color me. Make me a sticker. Turn me into a marketable sticker.
Yeah, no, genuinely not surprised to hear. Again, disappointed but not surprised to hear that the golf industry is the biggest lobbyist for keeping daylight savings.
Yeah.
What are you waiting for?
Who can? Why do they need to golf during the day? You're already using up so much money and energy to make those golf courses. Just put lights in. Like,
Oh yeah, and it's
put
like,
lights
they
on the
clearly do.
trees.
They clearly could, and that's the worst part. They really
Yeah.
could, but they're like, no, it's gotta be the sun. Otherwise, it doesn't have that same feel.
Turn left.
Really gonna feel like Spider-Man.
Keep right.
Really?
And then turn right.
You really gotta feel like you have the exaggerated swagger of a black teen.
It really makes me feel like a disgusting rich fucker.
And it's like, so, oh man, I can tell you, back at my first job in Florida, one of the customer types that I couldn't fucking stand the most were golfers.
Oh yeah.
I couldn't for the life of me. Oh my god.
Not even
Like,
as
it just
customers,
became
just
a-
as people, they are fucking unbearable. Cause they do the most mundane shit as their
Yeah.
hobby, but they act so snobby about it. Like,
Oh, I know.
why are you so high and mighty about whacking a ball with a stick? That is 80% of sports. What are you doing that's more important?
It's because there's, you know, because there's such
'Cause
rich
it's-
history.
'cause it's
And
sophisticated.
I'm stealing a joke from Family Guy, but yeah, that rich history of golf. All right, men, there are only two rules: no Jews and no blacks. Right?
Well, you know, yeah, pretty accurate. I thought The Simpsons was the one that predicted the future.
Normally, yes, but that's like I think that's like a season 1 joke in Family Guy. So like, you know, back when it was so
when
great.
when it was funny.
Yeah.
Oh, oops. When it was funny and wasn't just, hey Lois, remember the time?
Hey Lois, remember the New York Times? That speaking of New York Times, that stuff, like, you know, basically speaking of like newspaper stuff, we'll
I love
get to that
propaganda.
later. But back on daylight savings,
Wait,
it's
no,
like,
that's Washington
and even
Post.
just golf, like, oh my god. Let's talk about golfers real quick.
Real quick.
I told you before the stream that like my mind's gonna be going, you know, my mind's gonna be racing constantly. I'm just,
Yeah.
I'm everywhere.
Good, because
But-
I'm the exact opposite.
Right.
Oh fuck. I say
Well,
as I
mean,
almost
that's
missed the
just normal
time.
at this point.
Go straight.
Yeah, but more than usual because I woke up early and I haven't had coffee today, so I'm very, you know. But
I
I'm
just
fine with
read
it.
the-
I'm funnier when I'm tired, so.
You do say some really funny things. when
I
you're
can't
tired.
even be mad. My filter gets slightly more what would the word be for that? The less sure.
filtered.
My filter is less fine.
Your filter has more holes in it.
Yeah, yeah. There's a few delicious holes in my filters.
So, yeah, there's whole. Like I said, I couldn't fucking stand like 90% of the golfers that would show up at my gas station job. I couldn't fucking stand them because, like you said, they always had such a smug aura about them. Like they always just thought. And
Smug
they,
aura?
Again, 90% of them, they pretty much like to make it known that they were better than you, the gas
Yeah.
station attendant, just because they golfed. And it's like, fuck you.
Oh, you have
I don't give a
to work for your money. plebeian. I inherited it. I'm better than you because I
pretty much.
didn't do anything to earn my money. Because I didn't.
I don't want to, but at the same time, that would be a magical status. Oops, sorry, status update. Just this man on the
You're
street
epic.
of
You're very epic,
Los
Jamie.
Angeles back in 2015. If God
The
did not make
epicest
man
of gamer.
eat pussy, he would not make it look like a taco. And I'm like, that man sounds crazy, but at the same time, he might be on something.
Victor cameo.
Huh? What was he talking about? What?
There was a
I heard
tweet- a
eating
tweet he
pussy
saw.
and making it look like a
From
taco.
the news feed.
He saw a post. Statements made from people interviewed by the news. If God did not mean for the pussy to be eaten out, he wouldn't have made it look like a taco.
You're right.
He's not wrong. God is omnipotent, so he knows what humanity was going to do in the future. So he
Yeah.
could make it not look like a taco.
He knows what's up.
He knows what's up.
God was thirsting.
He's like, you guys are going to invent a food, and it's going to look like that. Wait, like that? Yes.
God knew the
You're gonna
e-bussy
love that.
would be a thing.
I mean, to be fair, I think the first ever like porn DVD I saw was called Flesh Tacos.
That's a good name. That's
That was a good name.
And not much like, or so much nonsense, is their meat, and you put your meat in the, you know where I'm going with that.
Yes, I know where you're going with it. You put the meat in the taco.
you put the hot dog in the bun.
You put the hot dog in the bun.
Hello, Mumbles. We don't have the lurk
And then
command.
you
It's
put a baby in the oven.
unnecessary. I find the lurk command unnecessary. If you're gonna lurk, just lurk.
Right.
It's the sauce in the hot dog.
Turn right.
Real spicy sound.
And if you're gonna mute the channel, do it from the tab in your browser. Don't do it on Twitch, because
Yeah.
they read that and they don't count you as a viewer, which is stupid.
It's true. So anyway, back to before the Victor interruption. Back to golfers. Like I said,
Yeah.
they always had this massively smug aura about them that just fucking pissed me off. And it's like, we're so great. You know, my stroke game is on point. I'm thinking to myself in the back of my head, oh yeah, sure, your stroke game is gonna be real on point in 5 years.
Yeah, his stroke game. He's not talking about his golfing stroke game. He's talking about his ego stroke game. Now that
Oh no, I'm
we
talking-
gotta
I'm
admit,
talking
that's
about-
they got a good stroke game. I know you're gonna talk about dicks, but I had to
No, I'm talking
subvert
about his heart.
expectations. Oh well, that's just funny. That's just see, that's just, but it'd be funnier if the golfer loses all of his money because he wasted it on buying a golf course or some stupid shit, and he has to do blowjobs to get his money back.
He's sucking dick. He's like, yeah, my stroke game is on point. You know, that would actually that would make sense why in golf, it's the less strokes you have, the better you're doing.
Yeah.
It makes sense. It means you're healthier. Your heart isn't constantly just like, you know, dying.
If you can beat the hole in one stroke, take that as you will.
Well, I can take that as many things.
Mhm.
One being, you know, thank God you're not Mr. Burns. The other being you're a quick shot, and
And the other being, he's a quick shot. Boom.
yeah, I. You got me with that one. So I don't know. A golfer is just. Ever since leaving Florida, I definitely have seen a lot less golfers as of late.
Good.
Which, gee, I wonder why. Less golfing in, outside of Florida. And believe me, there's a lot of golf resorts in Florida.
Yeah.
But it's like, you just like, you know, how their stroke game was on point, your stroke game had to be on point in, again, stroking their ego, just stroking their invisible dicks, and just making sure thank you so much, sir. We really appreciate you coming in. Here is your change. Well, you're getting gas. Would you like to use your Winn-Dixie points?
I agree.
Winn-Dixie points are basically the fuel reward. I'm sure
Like loyalty
you have,
points?
like, fuel reward. Yeah, loyalty points. Winn-Dixie is like, you know, it's a southern grocery store chain. Like there's there's Winn-Dixie, there's Publix. Publix is more well known than Winn-Dixie.
Yeah, I've only heard of Publix. And I don't think I've ever heard good things.
Publix.
Though
well,
I
see,
rarely
Publix
hear
is
good
one
things
of-
about America in general, so I guess shits.
Shits. Okay, well, so there, Publix is one of the chains that's owned by Kroger, and Kroger is like, you know, basically the mega conglomerate that owns all the chains that have. Surprisingly, they don't own Winn-Dixie, but they own a lot of the chains that have some sort of loyalty program. Like here in Colorado, there's King Soopers, and in Pennsylvania, there's Giant Eagle.
Great name.
Excuse me. Yeah, I know. I don't know why it's called Giant Eagle. Doesn't make sense.
Very American. That's
Yeah,
probably the
and,
only reason it's called that. Is because they're like, oh, it's American. We'll get people will join us if they know it's American.
And like,
And it worked.
I don't know. And like, I guess the West Coast, there's I forget what it's called. By the way, it's just another another tentacle on the Kroger body. Kroger is essentially a Hydra. You know, you can cut one head off and 2 more grow back.
Yeah.
But surprisingly, with Winn-Dixie is the one that has the loyalty program with Shell Gas, where at least again, this
the
is just
gas
in the
loyalty.
South. Yeah,
I'm loyal to your gas.
I know you are. I'm so happy that you're only loyal to my gas. All right, we're going for a pit stop. Open wide.
Oh no. Oh no.
You can cross fart jokes off the bingo board.
Yeah. One day I'll make that. I still have to. I haven't thought of like enough things to fill it. And I don't know what else.
I'm sure I've asked this before.
I
but,
might
like,
just do like a stream in general bingo board instead of a Euro Truck bingo board. Because then I could come up with more things.
Yeah. And then again, the prize is if you get a bingo, you just end the stream.
Yeah. I mean, the easiest one if I'm just doing like a generalist stream bingo is quote unquote I hate this game.
Yeah.
That would have to be the middle spot if it's a generalist one. If it's a Euro Truck one, it's a fart joke that's in the middle spot.
Yeah. The Euro Truck streams get the special bingo card.
Shit's King Scoopers. King Shit Scoopers.
So there's in fact I know I've talked about it before, but I'll spell it out. Within the because this company did store in Pennsylvania, and it is called this.
Sheets. One sheet
Sheets.
does plenty.
But calling it shits is not too far off because, you know, since I
Pretty
worked
shits.
for a Sheets for almost 4 months, yeah, I now granted I've been excuse me, I've been told that like the Sheets that I did work at, it was just poorly managed, and so
Come and go.
I've never been to a come and go. But Tuesday, I can't help but think to myself, that is a really unfortunate name.
I don't know who decided to name it that. Like, how old did that company have to be where they named it that without knowing that Why would you call something come and go?
There is one that's being built near. Well, it's like.
Well, I say that, but like literally last month we got the fucking the Futa bike, which is just like, who, why, like,
Well, all it took was one search.
you literally just had to look up the word, like companies, like, I swear that needs to be like a company standard. You need, if you name your company, look up the name, like, for multiple reasons. One, to make sure another company hasn't already patented that name, and two, that it isn't some weird shit.
Oh yeah, 100%. And it turns out 1960.
Because like you also have like last year with the e-bussy, like who
Yeah.
who does this?
Let's see, Come and Go. Actually, is that when it start? Let me look. When did Come and Go start? Hampton. It actually started in 1959.
Close enough. 1960.
Yeah, pretty much. The current CEO has been CEO since 2004.
I'm gonna eventually start a $1 billion company, and I'm gonna start a gas station chain and call it the Girl Gas Suppliers.
We specialize in serving gas to women.
Yeah, we specialize in serving gas from women.
If you if you look up the Wikipedia page for Come and Go, the photo is literally a Come and Go in Colorado.
Disgusting.
Yeah, I know, we keep coming and going in Colorado.
Stop. It's unhealthy.
Oh, come on. And go.
No. I prefer to squirt.
Well, I mean, you know, one calls it squirting, I call it coming and going.
Yeah.
So how far can we keep up the come and go jokes?
Not far enough. Never. It's never enough.
Yeah, so keep in mind, I'm a full-grown adult. I'm an adult woman, and I'm just like,
We both
yeah,
are.
come.
We both. I mean,
and
I'm more of a young adult women, but we're both old enough women to
shoot and scoot.
to where we shouldn't be laughing at stuff like this, but fuck comedy standards. I don't need to have a sophisticated sense of humor. I don't need to have boomer humor. I can see a hypersaturated, high contrast picture of a sleep paralysis demon that says "me and the boys," and I will shit myself laughing. You can't
Ejaculate and evacuate. I'm trying to think of a word that rhymes with skeet. And
Squirt
all I'm
and
doing
revert.
instead... Squirt? See, all I'm doing instead is I'm just thinking about the show Cousin Skeeter, and I'm like, no, that's an obscure Nickelodeon show. Stop thinking about Cousin...
That's easy. Skeet and retreat.
Oh my god, you're right! See, that's why you're the streamer, and I'm not. Skeet and meat. No, Molly, like, I like where your head's at. Your thinking head,
See,
not your, well...
That's the other way round, though. We're meant to be leaving. We're not meant to be... Skeet and meet means you come, and then you, like, meet the person. So that...
So what you're saying is it's a glory hole.
That's premature ejaculation on a whole nother level.
Yeah, you know, you shoot your goop, my dude, like, prematurely, and then afterwards you're like, hey, how's it going? Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
It's like a girl squirts, a guy, shoots his load, and then they're like, oh, it's really nice to meet you. Yeah, what's your name? Charles. What's your name? Charlene.
Yeah. Like they finish in the glory hole, but then they both like get out of the stalls to wash their hands and stuff, and they're like, oh hey. What's up?
They can't be finished. They're clearly Japanese.
A glory hole's a popular thing in Japan. I don't think I've ever seen a Japanese thing of like glory holes.
No, I'm just making.
I
jokes.
know you're making a dumb joke, but
Keep right.
I'm like now I'm curious. Now I'm curious. I don't think I've ever seen hentai or Japanese adult videos of like glory hole stuff.
I have, but like, surprisingly not common.
I mean, I say that it's probably because I barely watch porn in the first place, so I don't see stuff like that anyway. But yeah, I don't notice.
Glory holes. Well, I mean, you probably don't see it very often because, the thought of having a random stranger suck you off doesn't seem very. There's not a lot of honor and glory in it.
Also the fact that glory holes are a dick-related thing, which I ain't into. So I guess that kind of makes sense. If I don't like dicks, I'm not gonna be watching porn that is almost entirely based around the dick.
And Jamie says hentai is yum. Now granted, hentai, for those who don't know,
I don't think you should be eating that. That's not healthy.
Well, okay, so for those who don't know, hentai is it's a chicken with a tie on it.
Yeah. Nice one. Good in carbs.
I don't know about good in carbs, but I mean, I guess in a way it's edible.
It's good for losing calories.
Yeah, it's it can be a workout. Both for your mouth
More ways
and
than one. More.
lower.
I hear the price of it increasing. Man, it's the same with Western porn. Who pays for hentai? Hentai inflation in Google. Yes.
I mean,
I'm not asking you. You have money. I'm poor. I don't pay for things.
I mean, trust me, I feel you there. I know that feeling too well, but there's
unless you're buying like physical copies, but even then, like, I don't see the point of buying physical copies of hentai, cause like, I don't want to use it, cause that's gross. It's paper.
Well, it's
Coochie glory hole? That would be really awkward. You've got to have like a really impressive tongue, or a really big lack of care for your coochie's health, because you would have to really like press yourself up against that hole, and that's definitely not hygienic. The amount of STIs you could get from just touching the wall of a bathroom stall with your coochie, you just instant death. Like, you. It's not
puts
healthy.
Her vagina against a bathroom stall wall, she just explodes.
It's just like the senior pillow, like, and it just fades away.
And then the Dark Souls "You Died" comes up.
I've been considering buying Elden Ring and streaming it, but Elden Ring is fucking expensive, so.
Yeah.
Hey, someone want to gift me Elden? No.
Give me a couple weeks.
No. I don't want to be gifted Elden Ring, I want to be gifted money.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, but back to, I guess, physical hentai first. Basically, eroge doujins, for people who really want to know, blah blah blah, technical terms.
Yeah, I guess I get that
there's-
because Japan's very odd on that topic, I guess.
Well, because
a nice way of putting
you know,
it.
because hentai itself, the term actually just means, depending on the context, it means either weird or pervert.
Yeah.
But with all that said, like, I don't know if I've mentioned I'm pretty sure I've mentioned it before, but I do own, like, physical copies. And it's like, oh, what do you do with them? I don't know, I just have them just to have them, just because I'm like, oh, I like this art, you know what? I'm gonna buy this and keep it.
Yeah.
Do I look at it constantly? No, maybe like once every 3 or 4 months. I'm just like, oh yeah, I have these, and I just look through and I'm like, huh, I have these.
I paid
And,
money for these. I'm an adult. I'm allowed to do this. I am
a 31-year-old adult.
Beautiful
Who's
bitch.
next month gonna be 32.
Woo! Yeah.
So where the hell was I going? Yeah, to me it's like buying anime figures, of which I do have a few. There's just a cute novelty to it,
Yeah.
and I'm pretty easy to please when it comes to novelty.
with like collectibles and stuff, I understand that, but like, no one buys hentai to use. Like, I really doubt people do. Almost 2 years. Hold on,
Yeah,
I can do math, I think. How many days in a month? It's like
It's not
30,
tax evasion.
23, can't be bothered. Sometime next month. So, I think it, 15, it'd be around the like 8th of April. I think you'll be at 2 years. Don't remember how I found you. Don't know. No idea.
So like I said, there's just this weird, cute novelty
Glad
to
you
just
did, though.
owning hentai doujins.
Hmm.
And it's like, yeah, that's not even all I own. Like, I do just have, a couple technically pornographic books that I just open up once in a blue moon. I just look at the art and I'm like, yeah, I own this.
Haha,
I'm an adult.
boobies.
Right.
I mean, if I had the space, I would collect stuff like that, like figures and whatever else. But I don't. One, I don't have the space. Two, I live with my family.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I don't know if I want my mom to walk into my room and see a bunch of like naked anime figures lying around on my shelves. I don't think
See,
she'd appreciate that.
Let's see. I have to look, and just like, because I'm pretty sure I can count like how many, we'll say NSFW anime figures I own. That's 1, 2.
The closest I have to an anime figure is my my Warhammer 40k Space Marine figure.
Yeah, fair enough.
I don't know what type of Space Marine it is. I don't know shit about the Warhammer lore. It's a red guy. There's a red guy with some yellow on him. Probably meant to be gold, but it's one of them guys.
I'll say that I have about 4.5 because one of them is Nami
like a
from One
two-parter?
Piece, who's like, she's like halfway to taking her top off, and so I'm like, yeah, 4.5.
Understandable.
Computing. Okay.
But then there's one of them that's like also from One Piece. She, basically, to describe it, she's this gladiator fighter, and I only discovered, like, I want to say in 2020, for the years that I've had her, that
Oh yeah, I remember you. I think you mentioned this last stream.
it might have been last stream, but yeah, I'll just reiterate that, like, yeah, I learned, oh, you can take off the top and bottom, huh? And there's sculpted nipples and even a sculpted vagina. Huh? I didn't know that.
Beautiful.
It was just funny for me to like realize that after having it for so many years. I'm like, huh? Look at that. I had no idea.
Whoa.
Wow! I'm perceptive.
Nipples. Wow.
So, man, where was I? We were talking about golfers before.
Yeah. We took
Which
a
was
negative
spawned off
topic.
of-
We took a negative topic and we made it positive.
Which was spawned off of freaking daylight savings, which I wasn't even done talking about yet.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, now that I've very abruptly got myself back to daylight savings. So, one of the things I've learned is, again, this is what Richter told me, that pretty much scientists have discussed and stated that by the year 2032, the Earth's rotation will have slowed down enough that there will be a whole extra hour in the day.
Ooh.
So by that point, that's when like
A whole nother hour for people to force us to work.
yeah, pretty much.
Or force you guys, because I won't be able to get a job.
I honestly think by that
Lamau.
point you actually will, but
Well, it's either I find a job or I actually get a decent earning from this. And I honestly would prefer this.
I think you will. I do. I really think you will.
I doubt it, but I'm a shit, so I'm always gonna think of the worst.
Yeah. I don't know. But no. What was it? Yeah, I think the concept of like governments all across the world will have to adapt and be like, holy shit, there's a whole extra hour in the day. And at first, City Market is very good, TBH.
City Market? What that?
City Market is
Is the USD now
It's-
for starting position? I don't know what that is in our monies.
but yeah, it's another Kroger brand store. Where the fuck was I? Right, I was talking about daylight savings still.
Daylight savings, extra hour.
Yeah, when we get to a point that there's a whole extra hour of essentially daylight or even night just in the day, it's gonna be interesting watching government just trying to scramble and be like, what the hell do we do? We can't just change the time format. And the answer is, well, actually, yeah, you can.
Yeah,
And
you
then,
can. It's not that hard.
Here's genuinely what I predict will happen, is that basically by that point, I'll be brutally honest, by that point a bunch of the baby boomers will have finally died off, like even more so, to the point where they'll finally not be relevant. And once that happens, you know, you can expect to see, at least in this country, in the United States, that many businesses, if not most businesses, will finally adopt the 4-day work week plan, where it's 10 hours a day, but you get 3-day weekends. Which, in a few countries, it's already been adopted, and it's shown to work. That productivity has gone up more, that people are genuinely happier working 10-hour shifts for 4 days and then having a 3-day weekend.
It's not the hours in the day that wears workers out. It's the fact that you're doing that amount, the like 8 hours, 5 days in a row.
Yes.
I feel like the quote-unquote optimal way for that to do like the 4-day would be the 10 hours, and then it would be like Monday, Tuesday, day off, Thursday, Friday, weekend off. Because that way you kind of like, it's essentially like a work day. You have the morning, the work, the break in the middle, the work, and then the going home on the Saturday. Like
yeah,
that would be a good.
I can totally see that working.
Yeah, that would. I feel like that would help with productivity because it's like you're not blasting them with a ton of work in one set in one go, but then you're also not giving them all of their time off in one go to the point where once they're back, they're less like efficient in working.
That would actually totally work to just have, to work Monday and Tuesday, and then Wednesday is just a break day, and then Thursday and Friday you work, and then the weekend.
Yeah.
That could totally work. Is it a good idea? Yes. Is that going to be utilized? No, because it's a good idea.
It's a good idea, so it won't be done.
Okay.
Because
Find out.
we all know we all know what businesses are like with good ideas. They don't like them.
They like ideas that make them more money now, not in the future where they can make even more money. No, they need immediate money.
Yeah, they're always the ones telling us to invest.
Yeah, invest now, invest. Oh, speaking of investing,
Dear Twitter,
this...
dear Twitter, stop fucking giving me adverts for investment apps and crypto bullshit. I don't want to hear it. Okay? The amount of times I have said I do not like this ad or I'm not interested in this. The amount of times I have done that, but I still get ads for investment and crypto bullshit. Twitter, fucking stop. I know what you're trying to advertise to me. I know what you're trying to scam from me. Stop it. It ain't working. It ain't.
That I'm so glad you said that. That gets us on the next topic.
Oh, the celebration?
The celebration.
The celebration of the death of an era? An era that barely lasted a year. An era that barely lasted a year because of how fucking horrible it was. By the way.
Oh, I mean, okay. So, let's talk about this, not just NFTs, but crypto in general.
Oh no, yeah, crypto in general. Even then, I would say the crypto era didn't last that long. Like crypto's been around since like fucking like the early 2000s, probably even earlier, but it's not really been a big thing until recently because of the whole GameStop thing with like stonks and Dogecoin.
Okay, I'll get into it. So this was from my perspective, because I had only sort of been paying attention to it, but paid no mind to it because I knew at the end of the day, guess what, it would end up as a scam.
Wow, that's crazy. It's like what I said what I said in my general chat when I think Painting sent like the thing about the crypto and NFT stuff going down recently. It's like, wow, it's almost as if when people realize they're being scammed, they don't get involved in the scam anymore. That's crazy.
Oh, I know, it's so insane.
What?
Wouldn't know anything about that.
Snake oil? What? Never heard of it. Oh, no.
There's actually, okay, slight tangent. There's a really fun tabletop game called Snake Oil.
Yeah.
I'm guessing you've played it.
Nah, but I've seen it. I'm not a fan of tabletop games mostly. I'm too ADHD.
It's genuinely a lot. I would love to like get people on to do like a Friday stream where we play tabletop sim and like just play play things like Snake Oil. That would actually be a lot of fun.
We could, yeah. I mean, like my patience is very low for tabletop games and board games and stuff like that. I'm not good at them. You have Snake Oil? Oh, sell it to me.
I think my brother has Snake Oil. It's so much fun. My brother also has like first print runs of Exploding Kittens.
Never heard of it.
That is Exploding Kittens, and they're like, it's a tabletop card game where you're basically just like, it's a very fast-paced card game where you're basically just like trying to you're basically trying to make the other person just die from an exploding kitten. So back to the topic of crypto. I had been like kind of hearing rumblings of cryptocurrency, primarily with Bitcoin, back in around the early 2010s.
Yeah, Bitcoin it started as a thing. I think 2011 or 2012. Bitcoin was
time,
like, yeah, that was like the beginning.
Yeah, but it wasn't seen as like a big deal.
Which is
like,
why
okay,
every single boring person who gets asked the question, "What would you do if you were back in your body in 10 years ago?" Every boring person always answers, "Tell myself to invest in Bitcoin." Like, yeah, think of something good.
Yeah.
Go straight.
Okay, but so what happened was when Bitcoin suddenly. It was around the 2014-2015 mark when like Bitcoin started getting a little more relevant. And it's like a few, like it wasn't just an elite few who like knew what it was.
Yeah.
You know, more nerds were becoming aware of it, and it's like
Yes.
you either invested in it or you didn't. And then it was around. Sometime in 2016, and this is when I can say that the era like was in full swing.
Yeah.
Because it was around 2016 we started to see a little thing called a shortage of GPUs.
Woohoo!
That shortage then became like much more relevant in 2017, coincidentally, when I moved to Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
And
Because it went from a GPU shortage to a
2017
silicone shortage.
yeah. Well, 2017 is also when Bitcoin reached its all-time peak in terms of value, and it's like pretty much if you invested in it before, you were a millionaire.
Yeah. It was like one Bitcoin was like 60 grand or some shit, wasn't it?
Not quite that much. Like one Bitcoin was like $126.
Because I know one
So, like-
Bitcoin, like it used at one point, like it was stupidly high.
Yeah. 2017 was pretty much like the peak of Bitcoin like profits.
Yeah.
But that was also again like
That was when the pump
we
stopped and
were
the dump
suddenly
started.
starting to see a shortage of GPUs because that's
Everyone was
when,
mining it.
Yeah, that's when like the crypto mining farms were really becoming a thing.
Yeah.
Now, the graphics card companies at the time were like, okay, well, this is kind of a problem. Luckily, we still have the resources, so, you know, you won't necessarily have to pay out the ass for it. And then by 2018, they, like, pretty much had managed it, so you still could get whatever kind of graphics card for not too terrible of a price. And then, excuse me. And then you know, 2019
I'm lucky I
came
got
along,
my
things are still...
I got my 1060, my old 1060 when I did. Yeah, it's old as fuck now, and it was like dying. But I think we paid like £120 for that.
Yeah.
Which, like, at the time for the new graphics card, that's a good price.
Yeah.
Like nowadays,
So-
a 1060 old and used will go for like £300. I was like,
Yeah.
I know because I looked
So-
it up. Because I'm gonna be honest, as scummy as it is, I was planning on selling my old one.
I mean, shit, you might as well. So then, you know, 2019 comes around, and we start seeing, like, 2019 is when we suddenly start seeing other forms of crypto become a little bit more mainstream. And we also start seeing more of, like, the meme cryptos. And then, of course, came 2020, where good old COVID-19 happened. And I mean, it really happened in like late 2019, but it was obviously in full swing in 2020.
But yeah, it became big.
You know, messed everything up, and then because of that, you know, aside from like the actual shortages of supplies, then crypto miners were like in absolute, like not just full swing, in destructive swing, where every crypto miner was like, you know what? Fuck all of you. I am a terrible person, and I'm going to make sure that you can't have this.
Yeah.
And so, to anyone that was like, crypto miners aren't the only reason why this happened. There's also the shortage of supplies that you have. No, shut the fuck up.
No, they're the reason.
No, they are in fact the reason, because it's like
There's also the shortage.
but
Yeah,
the
who do you
crypto
think
miners
caused that?
exacerbated the problem.
See, the thing is, yeah, there was a shortage. Who do you think caused that shortage?
Yeah.
Who? Yeah, come on. You use your simple problem solving that you learned in like fucking year 2. Like, come on.
A does not get to C without B. So anyway,
It was the government. It was China. If they did it,
speaking of that,
they stole all of the silicone to use in their boots.
yeah.
I don't know. That's probably something along the lines of a dumb fucking excuse the government would make. This.
No, so Molly, I'll actually get to that in a sec regarding the government.
Oh boy, let's go.
So one of the great things that were basically promised about cryptocurrency is that it was all private, and that government couldn't track your cryptocurrency or whatever.
Until it wasn't.
But we'll get more to that later, because then, of course, 2021 happened. Now, in 2020, 2020 is when we started seeing the term NFT.
Yeah.
But then, by the end of 2020, we started seeing the term more, and it was like, what the hell is an NFT? And those of us who are, not brain dead, were like, okay, this sounds really stupid, like a scam. And then 2021 happened, and all the big companies were like, holy shit, a new scam, let's get in on it!
Yeah.
And everyone who was an actual fucking idiot was like, scam? I'm stupid! I'm gonna buy the monkey.
Yeah. Got to buy Sonny Monkey because it's very real. It's my picture. No, stop taking pictures. No, stop taking pictures of my monkey. No, it's only mine. You can't. No, don't fuck my wife. I have the marriage papers. You got. No. No.
So it was especially through the NFT craze of last year, where like all these stupid people who had no idea what they were talking about with cryptocurrency were like, no, it's okay, bro, it's through Ethereum and government can't track Ethereum. Yeah, whatever.
I remember that.
Which, as those stupid crypto bros learned very, very early this year, as in January, when it came time for tax season, they couldn't necessarily track the cryptocurrency itself, but they could track your financial gain.
Yeah.
So they still had to pay taxes, meaning it was all, guess what, a fucking lie and a scam.
Wow.
And then once they all realized they still had to pay taxes, they all realized that the stupid fucking Bored Apes and all the other meme NFTs and whatever weren't worth it.
Fucking good.
And so,
maybe by the
that's how we
time,
get to the
maybe by the
government
time,
part,
like
where
at
it's
the end of the year, where I can
the
actually
people,
afford it.
the people who are like, no, crypto is private. No, it's not. It's never been private.
Yeah. Just good. I'm glad all of the
And
fucking idiots are like
now-
realizing that.
After the NFT bubble bursted like twice, maybe even 3 times, thanks to again all the big companies that were like, including Konami, because of course we're gonna invest in NFTs, and so you fucking idiots.
Yeah.
They all immediately realized this was a terrible idea, and now that they've all realized it was a terrible idea, they realize that crypto itself is an unstable market and an absolute scam that should have never been relied on in the first place.
Yeah.
Now the GPUs are coming back to the market.
Prices are finally
at their-
going down. But
Going down to the price that they were supposed to be.
so by the
Actual
end
retail
of
value.
the end of the year, where I can actually afford one, maybe possibly, I won't have to pay stupid prices for it.
You won't have to pay an upcharge of 600%.
Yeah.
And here we are now.
And even then, I can barely
G-
afford the base price, Lamau.
But even still,
it's
just
more
like,
affordable than fucking triple.
yeah. But as you said, it is now. We can finally start to say we are seeing the end of the crypto era.
Yeah. Fucking finally.
Because, yeah, fucking finally. We're still gonna see like murmurs of it, like basically the last, painful whispers of it dying. We'll still see little bits of that next year, but after 2023, guaranteed, 100%. After that, we're not gonna hear about crypto ever
It's
again.
it's essentially
because
just
what will happen is by about like 3/4 into 2023 is when mainstream is going to be starting to hear about the newest scam.
yeah. See, what crypto does is make inefficient ways of things that already exist and then claim to say that it's a new innovation.
Yes.
And cryptocurrency is essentially just that, but for investing, for in stocks.
Yes.
It's just less efficient, more scammable stocks.
Yes. So to anyone that believed in it, I'm both sorry but not sorry, because
I'm not sorry. I don't even have the I'm sorry, but like I'm just not sorry. If you lost all of your money and your wife divorced you and you became homeless because you invested in crypto, good, you deserve it.
Yeah.
Like wholeheartedly, you deserve to be homeless.
Yeah, because
I hope some bum basher finds you hiding in your little blanket under a bridge and destroys the hard drive that has all of your crypto on it.
yeah.
I hope that happens to you, so you lose everything.
The funny monkey's dead.
Good.
My personal... my tokens, they're being funged. So anyway, that was the crypto rant.
Woo!
And how I'm so relieved to say we are at the end of the crypto era.
Thank fuck.
Like
So
I said,
when
we're-
Nvidia
like-
eventually rolls out the 4090s and the 30 series cards start getting cheaper, I'll start e-begging even more and asking you guys for money like I have been. The
by that
wink,
point,
wink,
when
wink,
the
nudge,
30
nudge.
when the 30 series when the 30 series starts getting cheaper, that's probably when you'll expect me to just like randomly DM you and ask you, hey, so what's your shipping address?
No, illegal. I mean, I say that, but I have the fucking the throne thing. I forget what it's called, but it's essentially an Amazon wish list, but like
Yeah.
more private, I guess. Like you guys
Jamie,
don't have to see my
I
address.
understand what you're saying. Absolutely, NFTs are about to be completely dead, but
Yeah.
Bitcoin is pretty much like, it's not gonna be dead, but it is going to
Yeah,
not have the same value.
it's not going to
Like,
be dead
I mean,
anytime
Bitcoin-
soon, but it's declining.
Bitcoin value itself was already going down.
Yeah, it's declining.
Yeah.
Because it's kind
So
of like it's a joint effort, I guess, of like NFTs were revealed, quote unquote. It was fucking obvious from the start
yeah.
to be a huge scam, and from that, people started realizing that crypto as a whole is kind of a scam.
Yes.
So slowly that will also die out. Not anytime soon. Like, I think not within the next year, but before the end of the decade, definitely. Like, crypto
yes,
in
well,
general will
here's-
be gone.
More than likely, but basically what I predict is by, I'm going to guess 2024, maybe 2025, Bitcoin will be basically back at like its original value of next to nothing and
Yeah.
will basically be declared dead.
Yeah.
Because again, like we're seeing it now, nature is healing, the GPUs are returning.
The GPUs are returning to their natural habitat.
Yeah.
My computer.
Yeah, I don't know, like, it's just been, so, there's still a lot on my mind, including, something that was,
Austin,
oh, hi!
Austin
Hi,
April, thank you for the
Austin.
follow. Welcome.
So, one thing I actually forgot to mention with daylight savings, is that apparently, I don't know if this is absolutely confirmed or not, but apparently the US Senate has passed a bill to essentially make, by next November, like November 2023, to make daylight savings time permanent. Which, if that is the case, all I can personally say is, okay, well, at least we finally picked one.
Yeah.
Would I have preferred if it was, you know, just standard time? Sure. Do I think we'll probably roll it back to standard time in, you know, the next decade? Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But I'm just glad that we finally picked one.
Just hurry up.
Yeah, so we're still gonna have one more year of, okay, we're going to move the clocks forward an hour, and then by December we'll move it back an hour. But by, you know, next November,
Right.
we'll finally just be like, okay, we moved the clock forward an hour, and we're done.
Yeah. No turning back.
There's no turning back. This is your final choice. Eat the coochie. You know, I think that'd be a good parody account of Eat the Pussy 445. Eat the coochie.
It would be a better version as well, because there would be less, you know,
Oh
the-
yeah,
the thing he
yeah, that
did.
too.
where we set
trying
our
to
clocks
explain the
forward and back
dictionary
every.
what?
I'm stuck. Help! Help! I'm stuck. Fear. Fear.
Molly, that's something that
Fear. Okay. I think I'm fine.
Molly, that's something that like I don't even want to try to comprehend explaining.
I'm just not gonna. I just won't
Why
explain
do
it.
Grandma and Grandpa, why did your generation always have to set the clocks forward and backwards? Well, you see, kids, the golf industry.
Well, you see, kids. People are fucking stupid. And that's it.
Yeah, no.
No, you don't. There's no
nothing else to be
other
explained.
explanation.
You see, our leaders were complete idiots, and we just had to follow suit because we had no power. Oh my goodness gracious. And speaking of like having power, that's another thing that I talked about with Victor, was that it's gonna be by like roughly the next decade when, and I even mentioned it, that like a good portion of the baby boomer generation will have, and it's a little terrible to say, but at the same time not, will have finally died off.
Yeah.
To the point where they're, at least to the point where they're culturally irrelevant finally. And it's like
I ain't gonna feel bad
really
about it.
look forward to when the millennial generation is the one in power, because what I guarantee is going to happen is that every choice we make with our power is going to be, we're just going to make this choice to spite the boomer generation.
Yeah.
Literally. So we'll just end up fixing problems they cause just
time.
to be like, fuck you.
Yeah.
And then the Zoomer generation will still say that we're full of ourselves, and we're just gonna be like, hey, I mean, we're doing our best for both parties, but if you want to keep thinking that, then wait till you're in power.
Yeah. Wait your turn. Wait.
Yeah, wait your turn. Oh my goodness, yeah, it's like I said, I got a lot of fire in me today. But speaking of just having things in me, since you're making a pit stop, I'm gonna make a pit stop too. I have to pee.
You're gonna put things in you as well. Medical equipment. Caviar? Fuck off. The piss curse will strike again. I can deliver a yacht. Yeah, let's deliver a yacht to Poland. Wait, no. External market. Okay, I'm not delivering a yacht. Never mind. Unable to find jobs now. I don't want to go back. I literally, like, the last, like, 5 streams, I've just been bouncing up and down between these 2 areas. I want to go to other places. Go down. Cargo is ready to load it. Man, fuck you. I'll deliver you your fish fingers right after I turn around the right way. Illegal turn. Aw, yeah.
Well, I've gotten that out of me.
You had your game of piss.
Something I talked about over on another Discord. Just something I saw. Let me see. I need to go find it real quick. It was a question I saw. It had to do with music, because of course I always gotta end up talking about music at some point.
Yeah.
Keep left and then turn left.
Something I saw was just a joke comment saying if like a song in question gives you a boner or not. And then I asked the question, can music give you that kind of arousal?
Definitely. Anything can, just because of association in your mind.
I mean, yeah, I guess so, but
you
like,
can eat a certain type of food and get horny from it, just because of what you associate with that food.
Yeah. So the question I ended up asking was like, again, can you experience sexual arousal from music? And like, if so, is it a specific song or is it a certain genre? And it's like someone said that you can associate it to sexual experiences, which is true. That's a true statement.
Yeah,
like, let's say you had sex to a certain song. You can then experience arousal when that song plays because you think about this time.
Yeah. Rick Astley always makes me come.
I mean, to be fair, he's never gonna give you up.
I ain't even gonna, like, funny joke. Like, Rick Astley is a great singer.
He is. He genuinely is.
I don't even care when people rickroll me, because I just go on like a little tangent of like just listening to all of his songs, because his shit's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Like it's not the type of music I would usually listen to, but it's good music.
It is. It's generally good music. I don't know. That is something I genuinely thought about while I was at work. I was just like, huh. Like, is there
What
is
song
there a
turns
that,
you
like,
on?
Makes me. Yeah. Is there a song that makes me horny? Is there a genre of music that like really just puts me in that mood?
I don't have one. I've never had sexual experiences, so I don't have the association, and also I'm just a fucking virgin by heart, so I don't get horny often anyways. And
No, for me personally, I feel like I can, obviously, you could, in theory, Sonic Adventure 2 soundtrack. Hey,
yeah,
I mean,
you know what?
listen,
I am all of
soundtrack.
me. I am all of me.
That's Shadow the Hedgehog.
I know what I said. That song, I fuck. You know what? No, we'll stick to Sonic Adventure. Pumpkin Hill. that shit. When you turn that on, I'm pouring. Straight. Just heavy flow.
I mean, listen, if your pussy's not getting wet to Pumpkin Hill, there's something wrong with you.
Yeah. If Pumpkin Hill doesn't make your coochie sopping wet, you ain't living right.
You need to be gushing, and you need to be treating your pussy like it's a hose.
If you haven't,
Pumpkin Hill, please. Excuse me.
if Knuckles
But I don't know,
reaches his second line, and you don't have a puddle in your chair, you're not living right. Your tastes are wrong.
Like, I know you said, like, that you can't really associate, but...
I swear I just went in a circle. This exact road is like the exact same that I drove through like 2 minutes ago.
I don't know, do you think that you could... Like, in all sincerity, do you think that you could think of either a specific song or genre of music that could kind of put you in a sort of mood? Not like necessarily a horny, but you're like, I'm feeling pretty darn good right now.
Just music in general. It doesn't really matter what I'm listening to. Like, if I have music on in the background, it just helps me feel better.
Yeah.
I guess it's a distraction. Blocks out
Yeah.
the noise, we'll call it.
Yeah.
So
I definitely get that.
music in general can be nice.
I don't know, I guess for me, there are certain styles where like, yeah, I can feel myself feeling, not so much horny, but like, a certain like
Good.
a certain
Yeah.
kind of arousal where I'm feeling a little more relaxed and I'm like, man, I just wanna make out to this music.
I get that. Yeah, we're gonna make out to Friday
Oh,
night,
yes.
Friday night funkin' week 2 South. Was it even week 2? Yeah, that was week 2. Yeah.
Yeah, that's. I mean, to be fair, I was kind of expecting to say Friday Funkin' Madness mod, we're gonna. Madness, just.
Making out with me and my girlfriend, making out to Hell Clown.
Hell Clown. Can you imagine that? Just like, you're making out with your girlfriend,
syncing
and-
up our kisses to the like 5 different time signatures that are in that song.
Like I will admit I can feel a certain way when some good Phil Collins songs are playing. So I mean Phil Collins,
That's like
he feels it coming in the air tonight.
that's
and
that's
you know
like
what? I'm
that's
coming
like
in the air
text that's like
tonight.
textbook sex music.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, like
Same
yeah,
with
it's
Barry White.
it's cheating when you're talking about a song specifically made about sex. That's cheating, technically.
Yeah.
But also it makes sense. Of course, if you're listening to a song specifically about fucking, you're gonna think
Yeah.
about fucking. You're gonna, and
Oh,
if
yeah,
that, and
100%.
if even thinking about fucking makes you horny, there you go. Congratulations, ding ding ding, you win.
Well, it's like there's
You win a new car.
in some of Rob Zombie's music, like you hear sound bites of just random porn or just
Keep right.
sexual scenes in a movie.
Right.
And it's like, well, the moans sound they sound pretty erotic, and then you get that sexy guitar lick, and it's like, oh, okay, but that's More Human Than Human is a great example of that. I'll
You get-
even post that in Tasty Beats.
You, they lick the guitar, and then my girlfriend licks me.
Yeah. Now, for brevity's sake, this is technically a White Zombie song before he was just the solo artist Rob Zombie.
White zombie. I can't believe they would make it white. How dare?
I can't believe he's so racist.
I mean, you do turn pale when you die.
Yeah, true.
You ain't really got any blood flow, so none of that red's going to your skin. And unless
That is also true.
obviously you have melanin is the one for skin color, right? I don't want to accidentally give the sleepy drug to your skin. Sleepy drug is
No,
melatonin.
that's melatonin.
Yeah. Okay. If you have darker skin, of course, you're gonna go more pale, but you're not gonna go Michael Jackson as soon as you hit the dust. Like, you know.
Yeah, vitiligo.
You know.
But it's like it's both related but unrelated. But there are times when I'm just listening to some like pop punk song
You go
and
pale.
I can think to myself like I can think to myself like, yeah, I bet if I'm with a guy or girl, if we just like turn this music up, because it's pretty loud, and then just turn up more, and then we use that to just, as many people have done, use that to just muffle us having sex, and then that visual is then in my head, and I'm like, ooh yeah, there we go, I like this, and then
Just loud
suddenly-
music. Just loud music in general turns you on because you can muffle out sex. Yeah, I
pretty much.
fucked a Slipknot.
I was thinking it too.
Yeah.
I mean,
What's the?
people have.
Oh, I forget the. Is it Rings of Saturn? Is that the name of the band? Rings of something. I think.
Yeah, there is a band, Rings of Saturn.
Rings of Saturn. That's the one I'm thinking of. Like, yeah, I fucked a Rings of Saturn.
I don't actually know their music very well.
Just pull out like like screamo.
Yummy.
We fucking did the Wiggles. we fucking
I
to
swear.
Lazy Town music, baby.
You're having sex to
We fucking to mine.
the bake a cake
Yeah.
song.
Piece of
Oh
cake
my
to bake
God,
a pretty
can you
cake.
imagine having sex to We Are Number One.
No one heard that. No one.
Something about cake.
Is I fucked to the cake song.
Yeah, it's you know, it's easy to
Yeah.
how does it go?
It's a piece of
It's,
cake to bake a pretty cake. If the
It's
yeah.
You gotta do the cooking by the book. You know you can't be lazy.
If you something
You
recipe.
gotta follow the recipe or
It's
the
a-
cake will come out crazy. If you do the cooking by the book,
Yeah,
then
you'll have a
And
cake.
then Little John starts
Right
playing.
now.
Let's see if I can have.
I've
know
heard that
exactly what I'm
version.
thinking.
I've heard that version of the song more than the original.
Oh god, me too. I don't know how the. Hold on, now I gotta pull that up too. Let me. Pull
I
that
can't
up.
listen
It's,
to it because I'll get a copyright strike. 'Cause I-
Yeah.
And I don't have enough money. I can't lose any. Hello, Chloe.
Turn right.
Hey Chloe. Cooking by the Book remix featuring Little John.
Yeah.
Put that in
That's-
Tasty Beats as well.
The OG.
Oh my god. Hold on, I gotta pull
That
Chloe
mean?
in here.
Yeah, Chloe's in. Alright, I gotta pull over.
There we go.
There's
Oh,
the
Chloe.
noise.
Anyway,
I don't like
over
this-
on my
I don't
screen,
like
have the
this song.
playing.
I don't like this song that's playing because one of the drum beats in it, I keep thinking it's someone knocking on my door. I can't.
It's me, I'm at your door. Let me in.
No, you're in my walls. That's a different knocking.
I am also at your door.
Well, not gonna question the
Yeah,
architecture of that.
Chloe's just at the door. Hey, it's me, Goku.
Hey, it's me, Goku!
It's me,
It's
Luigi.
Me, it's me!
You can take your liver back.
I don't want it anymore.
Sorry for forgetting to return your lawnmower. You know what? Now that Chloe's here, I'm just gonna ask him. With what we were just talking about, has there ever been any music that like you can think of where you just felt aroused?
Aroused?
Yeah.
Aroused, like you're just like, ooh, yeah, you know what? This kind of puts me in a mood.
Can't say I've had any music like that now.
Mm.
Okay, that's fair enough. I don't expect most people to have an answer for that, but it's like, I don't know. I guess I've seen enough and have experienced enough where I'm just like, yeah, music can be very, very sexy to me.
I mean,
Now if you wanna
music
ask me what
music
kind
can
of-
just give emotions in general, and horny is an emotion technically. So,
Fair.
I mean, if you want to ask me what kind of like songs give me like the music tinglies, some of the tracks of Risk Raid 2 do that.
oh yeah,
It is a phenomenal soundtrack.
the rain formerly known as Purple.
There's that one. There's
That's
the
all. That's
for
one of my
Matrix
favorite
Stage.
songs.
God. Like there's some tracks I'll listen like over and over again just to get the tinglies.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they show up in my mix very frequently on YouTube because I don't use Spotify because I'm stupid. I just put my YouTube mix on and let it play random shit. Because if I use Spotify, I'm gonna be listening to the same like 5 songs over and over.
That's also fair.
But if I use YouTube,
I-
it's more new songs that I haven't heard of before, and also just more songs in general because half of the music that I listen to isn't on Spotify because they can't fucking afford to like get it there or something. Hello, Luna.
Well, howdy, Luna.
Well, fun fact: the sensation you get from listening to music that gives you that kind of tingly feeling is called a frisson.
Yeah.
Ooh, how do you spell that? I want to look that up.
It's FRISSON.
Yeah.
Prison, okay. Prison, also known as aesthetic chills or musical chills, is a psychological response to rewarding auditory and or visual stimuli that often induces a pleasurable or otherwise positively balanced affective state and
I'm
transient
stupid.
paresthesia, sometimes along with hypoerection and
A new route.
midriff. How did I say that? Midriasis? Anyway,
One of them.
Pupil dilation.
yeah, pretty much.
It's been a while. Yeah. Haven't seen you here in a while.
So, yeah, in a way, like I was
Perfect timing.
describing
Richter just started
Fenn-
playing Risk of Rain.
Yeah.
He's listening. Erection?
Yes, Luna,
Yeah,
you
we're
did hear.
we're talking about music making you horny. What am I stuck on? I don't appreciate this. Differential lock.
Yeah, you heard it correctly.
Differential lock.
Technically, we're not talking about like penis erection. It was
Brain erection.
Pylo erection, also known as goosebumps.
Yes. Because for as funny as it is to say
As funny
erect,
as funny as the word is, erection is just a general term.
Yeah, it's a general term.
and that's why the TF2 engineer
When
says
engineer is
erect in the description.
yeah, when engineer is erecting a teleporter, he's not fucking it. As much as some artists and SFM animators may tell you otherwise, he's not fucking the Sentry. He's boner jams.
Well,
I mean, we did start off with that. We did.
Yes, Luna, you did actually miss the topic of boner jams, as it were.
We were talking about like if there are any songs that make any of us like aroused, which for out of all of us here, only the Fong has those songs. Because
Oh yeah,
It's a degenerate.
yeah,
100%.
degenerous panda.
Degenerous panda. Well, no, that would imply that am I not generous?
Turn right.
No, you're just a degenerate. It's nothing about your
Oh.
generosity. It's about your degeneracy. You know?
Oh,
You're fucking gay! Like me.
I try.
Haha, yeah.
I am.
Nero
I'm
Forte is your
happy.
boner jam? I'm full gay. I'm all in it for the girls. I ain't into no dudes, no penises. Get them out of here.
I'm into dudes, but I'm not against girls either.
Mm.
I just have a preference for guys.
That's
I am
understandable.
against dudes. This is my war.
This is your war.
Your war against men.
Yeah. What they've done to me. No, fuck you, Red Light. I'm going. I don't care. Fuck you.
Oh yeah, the other thing that you missed was us talking about like having sex to like meme music. You
Yeah.
know, starting off with a Pumpkin Hill, Molly throwing in fruit salad, yummy yummy.
Turn left.
The fuck?
I like to imagine that there's some Japanese couple that just banged each other so hard to Brooks music in One Piece. And then one of the, like they're listening to Bink no Sake, and then as it starts getting into the really sad part of that song, they're just like, I don't think I'm feeling it anymore. As the crewmates start dying off, and then it's just Brooke at the end. It's like, man, I don't think we should have been fucking during this episode of One Piece.
I make out with my girlfriend to the 4Kids One Piece opening. This-
Pirate rap,
yeah.
please, why? How did he do it? Yo ho ho, he took a bite of gum gum. Like how I just slowly was just feeling more pain.
I'll take a bite of your gum, baby.
Believe me, I know, but I'm gonna ask you not to bite my gum gums.
I'll bite them softly.
No, see, Fed's gonna bite your tum tum.
Yeah.
It's gonna. Yo ho ho, she took a bite of tum tum.
I'm doing that now.
Here we are.
I'm-
Safe and sound.
Psycho Sad playing in the background. Yeah, that'd be pretty great. Like, oh boy. I'm just like, boy, where did I take us? I probably
Just-
should
I
have
would-
taken us to this point.
I would, if I ever stars align. If I ever get a girlfriend and we live together, I will fuck with her while we're doing stuff like that. Like, we'll be all romantic and I'll put a Silver Gunner song on. So like, it starts off fine, and then halfway through the Totino's song starts playing. It's like, huh?
Or you just get like rap lyrics or something.
Yeah. You know, like rap lyrics or like excessively loud bullshit. Or like the fucking like granddad. Like,
You don't
no.
get the oh, go ahead.
Here I thought you meant like you would fuck with her in the sense that like you'd be doing like, you know, you'd be gaslighting her, but not in a harmful way, mind you, just like harmless little like prank kind of
Yeah.
gaslighting.
gaslighting is great if it's actually like jokey, funny, like harmless gaslighting. Like,
Yeah.
if you're
just like-
gaslighting people by saying that COVID isn't real or NFTs aren't harmful to the environment, then you're just a piece of shit. But if you're gaslighting your friends by saying there's a secret baseball minigame at the end of Resident Evil 5, random example, just nothing specific, then that's nothing bad about that.
What do you mean
If
you
us-
didn't get to the? What do you mean you didn't get to the baseball?
You're making
minigame?
it up.
It's
Oh
there.
shit, you're right. You're right, Luna.
If us,
You're right.
if us was in this chat right now or watching this, he'd fucking throttle you, Finn.
What do you mean? That was just a random
What?
example. Like, why would he be upset about that?
What,
Has
did
noth- has
Fuzz
nothing-
not make it
has
to the
nothing to
baseball
do-
minigame at
Has
Resident Evil
nothing to
5?
do with him.
No, see, like the story behind it, Defong, was that whenever Fuzz was
Oh my
going.
god, this is a
through the
horrible.
meeting
I'm
again,
skipping this.
Like Sky was.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I
Sky
can't
was-
skip it.
was tricking
No.
him into thinking that there is a baseball minigame, as if like he knew something about the game that Fuzz didn't, because Fuzz plays that game quite a lot, and
Uh-huh.
it's like he fell for it. He thought
Shit these
like,
days. Don't worry, we're
"There's a baseball
smart.
minigame." And this guy's just like, yeah, you just have to beat the game on the hardest difficulty, and you get the baseball minigame.
Mm.
And he went through that with me, because I went with him through the hardest difficulty, and
Uh-huh.
lo and behold, we get to the end of it, and there is no baseball minigame. But I knew for a fact that Sky was lying, because unlike Fuzz, I actually looked that up, and there was no evidence.
Me, I played enough Resident Evil 5 and even watched enough Resident Evil 5 to know that that's BS. But I love the idea of just like making someone truly believe that within Tetris Attack on the PS1 there is a
Have your
hidden
national
baseball
insurance
minigame.
off? No.
To be fair, I wouldn't put it past Capcom to put something that silly in like something like Resident
I'm
Evil.
pretty sure you
Oh,
can
no.
like mail in to like essentially ask for your national insurance number quicker, because you should get it once you're 18, if not earlier. But like I'm pretty sure you can like just ask for it essentially. I don't know how you do it. Probably look it up on the fucking the thingy, the website .gov, whatever it's called.
See, so okay, because I'm me, I can't help it. I see NIN.
9 Inch
I
Nails.
don't think. Yeah, of course, I'm thinking Trent Reznor.
Mm.
Turn right.
It's social
Which-
security essentially.
I gotcha. But I am just gonna,
Turn
you know, read
April,
that, and
May
I'm
time,
gonna
nice.
think 9 Inch Nails, which would have fit in perfectly with the sex music conversation, because you know.
See, I can't
Closer.
even think that, because 9 Inch Nails just kind of makes me mad, because all I think about is Quake.
What? Wait, why Quake?
Because they did music for Quake.
Oh right, yeah. If I remember right, there was another game that like 9 Inch Nails did music for, and I can't remember what it was off the top of my head.
One mouse, 2 mouse. Yeah, nice. Get that soon.
All I know is that, you know, Trent Reznor is an interesting fellow who, as far as I can tell, decent person, but also likes to fuck with people.
Hell yeah. So we're looping it back to gaslighting.
So we are moving it back to gaslighting.
Yeah, look at that. We know, we understand structure. We're professionals. Totally. This isn't all. This
that
totally
also-
isn't
that
just all a
also reminds me-
coincidence.
That also reminds me, do you remember when you said that, like, you probably don't remember, but, I'm gonna keep it in mind that, like, we talked about, you know, you playing Gex 3 on my birthday?
Turn right.
I don't think I did. I don't know.
No, we totally did. And I was really happy for it.
I'm pretty sure every time we mentioned Gex, I said I just said I wasn't gonna do it until next year.
I mean, it is next year.
Which is why, nudge, nudge, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, on my Subscribestar page, I made a poll for what game I'm gonna play after I finish Call of Juarez. And if you look at those results, Stefan, or those options, I think
Yeah.
you'll know where I'm going with this. I made it pretty
Yes,
clear. The one you will vote for, the one.
I don't actually, to be honest, I don't actually see, I don't see the poll.
Really, it should be one of the posts. The second post down, I think. Because I made another post right after about changing how the tiers work. Because one of Gex, but I also want to see Modern Warfare 3 campaign, yeah. I just put that in there as a random one, because I have the game, like, fuck it. I've got a ton of games that I've barely played, so I thought I might as well try and sneak them into, like, stream stuff. And also I need to... And also I need to give people a reason to join my Subscribestar.
Tier 1 sub.
Ah, okay. I thought you were higher.
No, because I wanted to make sure I was the first subscriber, so I was just 5.
It doesn't charge you until the end of the month anyway.
I know. Well, I'll make
Yeah.
sure to change my tier to 10 so that
Then exit.
So you can vote for Gex.
so I can vote for Gex.
Yeah, because I also need to give people a reason to join my Subscribestar. Because, you know, I need money. But also I don't want to just ask for money. Even though that's exactly what I'm doing,
I
but...
like how you specifically put the one the Fog will vote for.
Yeah, because of course you're gonna vote for that one.
Of course I'm gonna vote for this.
Even if I didn't put it as an option, you would just put other and then reply with Gex.
I mean, you know,
It's to let you know how truly Gexy you are.
Yeah, because honestly, like, that's why, like, I kind of relegated, is that the right word? I'm gonna pretend that is. I kind of relegated the first tier to just being a tip jar, essentially. Cause
Smart.
I need to reach 5 subs or I literally can't take my money out. So,
Yeah.
so I do really need and want people to join the Subscribestar. And like,
Yeah.
I feel shitty constantly fucking e-begging for it, because this entire past week has just been me e-begging for people to join my Subscribestar. But I do
Yeah.
really need people to join my Subscribestar.
No, of course.
One, I need the money. And 2, if there aren't enough subscribers, all of the money that the other subscribers are putting in is just wasted, essentially, because I can't take it
Yeah.
out. Granted, it's not wasted nearly as much as if I was still using Patreon, but still, it's either I feel like shit begging for and asking for people to join my Subscribestar, or I feel like shit knowing that the people who are subscribed to my Subscribestar are getting nothing, essentially.
Yeah, I totally get that.
Thanks, Nightbot. Good timing. Hey guys, click that link. Go do a girl a favor. Good.
I mean, I just changed my, pledge to $10 a month.
Cause like, I don't even mind /care, I guess, in a ruder way of putting it. I don't really mind what tier people subscribe at, as long as
Yeah.
there are at least 5 subscribers.
Yeah.
Add the monies, that's fine. Like, I'm not gonna force you to do it if you can't afford it. Like,
And those
But,
who
like-
can't afford it, I'm gonna force you to do it.
but like, yeah, like a little. But like, even this sounds really stupid, but like, I would even go to the point of saying like, if you have a higher tier, just make an alt account and subscribe on a lower tier multiple times. Yeah, $1 account. Just do that. And then that'll just get me to. If someone actually did that, like, if someone made 2 accounts and did like 2 tier 1 subscriptions, I would just give them the benefits of tier 2.
Yeah.
Like, I would gladly do that. Because like,
I mean,
or even I would even go to tier 3, because not only are you giving me the money for tier 2, but you're also going through the effort of like making separate accounts and setting up the billing on both of those accounts to do it for me. I would gladly give someone like an extra tier for that. Because like, I don't care. I don't care about like being all fussy about like what I give people for pledging. Like, if you're supporting me, that's more than enough.
yeah.
It's just, it's so hard to like make a format that makes sense, you know?
Yeah.
Because like, I don't want to just give away stuff for like for nothing essentially, but I also don't want to do nothing for the money that I get.
Yeah. I completely understand that.
So I think I've found a good balance of like having a low tier that will bring people in, and then having high tiers that are like for the generous people like Marley.
Yeah.
You little shit. You little shit. Cause like
I try to be generous.
you are more than generous. You still gotta make a telenym? I haven't touched. In fact, no, I deleted my telenym account since I deleted my other account as well. So I didn't have any use for it.
Right.
Yeah.
Because like
I keep forgetting telenym is a thing.
it's just curious cat.
I know. Which I mean, I barely ever got any Curious Cat stuff, so I'm just like, I don't know if I want to bother.
I literally got like 3 curious cats, and one of them was transphobic and one of them was fatphobic. So I don't.
Ooh, double whammy.
So
Anyways,
yeah, one of them was obviously transphobic, and then the other one was like, "Oh, you like fat women?" I was like, "Yeah." So who cares?
so basically, it was teenage trolls,
Yeah,
cause that's who it usually is.
yeah.
I noticed that regarding
Or
Curious Cat,
weebs.
there was a lot of, because I was able to figure out who a few of the like shitty people were, and they
Yeah.
were all teenagers.
Yeah, it's not
Uh,
hard to link back to. Even when it's set as when it was set as anonymous, it was not hard to it was not hard to figure out who asked questions.
Yeah, and it's like you can figure out like who was actually just a shithead teenager, which was quite a few of them.
My Discord is apparently restarting.
Well, I hear you and see you.
Yeah, okay, that was weird. You kept talking. Oops. I kept being able to speak. But
Yes.
it was doing like the little spinny icon that it does when it's starting up. Like all
Yeah.
women regardless of size. Yeah, same.
Turn left.
Unless you're like, what's the word? And I guess unless you're like bimbo shape, you know, like fake tits and fake stuff
Right.
like that. I don't like implants and stuff like that. People with implants just look odd. Like
No, I'm not a big fan of that either.
nowadays implants are like way more realistic, obviously, but it's
Yeah.
still. I mean,
I guess
I
it
don't. I mean, do what you want with your body. Like, if you want to look prettier, it's about you. It's not about me. Like,
Yeah.
except J.K.
At the
Rowling.
end of
Yeah,
the day.
J.K. Rowling can eat shit. Like, she not.
J.K.
Fuck
Rowling as of late
Fuck
has
J.K.
been-
Rowling.
She's been like digging herself in
She
a
is
hole
a
and
di-
still going.
She is a disgrace to writers.
I'm sorry, Chloe, what were you gonna say?
Yeah.
What was I gonna say?
I don't know. We were talking about
Open
women.
my world.
We were talking about women and
Waving.
stuff. I don't know.
I don't know either. Help me. So now welcome
Reading
to
all the Harry
stream.
Potter books in a month. Like, man, fuck. I don't know what the word is for it. My take on the, like, supporting and whatever of, like, bad people is that, like, in terms of the movies, watch the movies. Because you're not supporting J.K. Rowling if you're watching the movies. Like,
Or better
only
yet,
a
just
percentage of that income goes towards her. Most of it is towards the actors and, like, the producers and whatever. And, like, what's his name? Harry Potter boy. What is his
Daniel
name?
Radcliffe.
Daniel Radcliffe. Like, he even, like, wrote out a statement and shit, being like, yeah, fuck J.K. Rowling. We're sorry she says this shit. We're sorry.
So I may be the guy that does Harry Potter, but I don't agree to anything she says.
Yeah,
I'm just an actor.
yeah. In terms of the books, there are a lot of ways to read it for free.
Yeah.
or yeah, like do what I do, like torrent an audiobook of them.
So I had no idea that even Daniel Radcliffe like came out and said like we're sorry for holy shit.
Yeah. Daniel Radcliffe, more like Daniel Chadcliffe.
Oh, I was gonna say Daniel Radcliffe.
That works too.
No,
But
I like that-
you see, I'm a brain dead zoomer, so.
I like that the one in which there's like Daniel Sadcliffe and then Daniel Radcliffe.
Yeah.
My favorite is Daniel Madcliffe, where he's like in the dressing gown and like he's holding two
Yeah.
guns. Then
Harry, look, help these will help us finish on Voldemort.
I think one of my favorite things.
Dumbledore,
in regards
what kind of spell is this?
one of my favorite things I learned is like I know J.K. Rowling has done a bunch of things of like explaining a lot of the lore behind like how wizards and
AKA
It's
making
shit.
shit up.
But one of the favorite things that I learned was that
Is it the poop spell?
Basically,
It better be the poop spell.
Ghost.
yeah, the poop spell.
It
Before
What?
before wizards had taken in toilets and, for that matter, plumbing from the Muggles, their idea of getting rid of their waste was really just to poop or teleport away their poop.
Yeah.
Huh.
They would literally poof away their poop.
Left. Turn left.
That would imply that there's like just some place out in the forest that,
That
is
means
just
there,
literally
yeah,
a
there,
dung field.
there is a wizard shit dump, full of wizard poop.
They send all their poop into like the fabled poop dimension.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, well my question
No, they
then is,
they
like,
teleport
if
it to the
dung-
farms. It's what's the word? Re something.
Recycle.
Sure. I was thinking of a different word, but that makes sense as well. they're using their poop to continue the cycle of the nature. Give it back to the farms for sure. Allele
Yeah,
1216 has been kicked. Lamau. A movie called Guns
So,
Akimbo. Yeah,
The
still just a funny picture.
About the poop spill, I'm just thinking like, so if let's say if dung beetles, find this field of brown gold,
Oh, it'd be a
do-
disaster.
like do the dung beetles then gain like magic powers?
I don't know. Maybe.
Well, that's all dependent on what's in their stool. If it's just, if they like drank like some magic potion that made them shit hard, then I guess the rats can like get something out of that.
I guess.
Or just a magic
it
potion in
really-
general, because that would still go through your digestive system. Like if you drank a potion of like, I don't know, like super strength, then when
Yeah.
you digest it, some of the super strength potion would be in the poop. So if the dung beetle and like stuff like that took the poop and like, I don't know, did whatever they did with it, they would get part of that potion, and they would get a more dulled down, I guess, effect of the strength potion. And get the shit kicked out of you, pun intended, by a dung beetle.
I see.
Sex change potion, yeah. No,
I
see that's
thought it was-
that's not real in the Harry Potter universe, because then J.K. Rowling would have to admit that trans people exist, and that people are allowed to change their gender and their sex. That can't be true. That can't happen. Unless she made it so like the sex change potion makes you into like a horrible caricature of trans people, then it wouldn't be a thing. But yeah, instant. If magic was real, trans people would just have the time of their lives, because just instant, every single person would switch their gender, and they would be happy. That's crazy. Imagine being happy with yourself and not having to deal with dog shit healthcare and dog shit government policies that want you to fucking die. Lamau. Which is why I'm planning on self-treating, because there's no possibility of the government doing it for me, so I might as well just buy the medication myself.
Hey, Relic.
Oh, truck. I'll be back. Bitch. But yeah, that's another reason. It's honestly another reason that I do want to get more people on my subscribe star. Because like,
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw it on my private account, but like, I have finally, I've been like researching and looking shit up for like weeks, months, and I finally found a place that like is trustworthy. As far as I can tell, like I've seen other people talk about it that I know, and just, you know, it's not run by some random fucking company that clearly just wants my money. So I'd rather just pay for the medication myself, research on like how to do it properly, and like, you know, not fucking overdose, and just
Yeah.
buy my own HRT. Because that way I can do it quicker. By the time, if I'm even with how little money I earn, by the time that I can afford HRT and like do it that way, I will be transitioned for like 2 years before I'm even considered to be like 20% through the waiting list for the NHS.
Yeah, that's awful.
Like we signed up for that fucking like years ago, and I haven't even gotten like a call or an email or a letter. I haven't even been like notified. I have no idea what's going on. So like, fuck it, I'm just gonna buy it myself. Send me the link. I will at some point. It's on my phone, so I don't have the link on my computer. I'll have to like because I've been doing it before I go to bed, usually like looking stuff up.
Yeah.
So I'll have to like get the link again. And I don't actually know where my phone is right now, so.
It was then that Fett said, "I'll do it myself."
Literally.
As she puts on the Infinity Gauntlet.
I wish. I'll use the stone of vision or whatever the fuck it is. And just become women.
Reality is whatever I want it to be.
Yeah. It's literally all I would do. Snap my fingers, turn every single person, every single trans person into their preferred gender, and then just delete the glove.
Also, can you use this? Actually, no. This car is currently in Europe, so no, I don't think it'd work. I was saying, could you use this car to drive over to where Sky is and like tow his car from not in the middle of the highway?
Oh
Not in
god.
the middle of the highway, but off to the side.
God, him as well. I saw earlier today another one of my friends' car like broke down in the middle of the highway.
Jeez.
In his case, like he was saying that like he decided like, oh, I'm gonna go visit my friend that's in Orlando today. And not 30 minutes into his drive, like his car just like stops.
Yeah. See,
Like,
it's ironic for the other friend because they were driving to like get car parts.
Oh.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's a real middle finger to them.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you want to go get car parts? Well, how are you gonna get that when you don't have a working car?
Hmm.
But now it's Sky's off on like the side of like the highway with his car for like the past 2 hours now.
Oh fuck.
That way,
Jeez.
make that 3 hours.
Ugh.
And they have yet to get some tow person over to where he is.
Hmm.
Which I'll be honest, like I'm not none too surprised given like services these days.
Yeah.
At least here in the at least here in the US. I don't know if it's any better or worse in the UK.
I don't know. I don't drive. I don't know
Because-
any of that stuff.
Cause not in regards to like tow trucks or anything, but in regards to like a similar issue, at least in terms of services, was that I want to say around a year ago, probably a year ago, we had an issue with our bathroom close to where the kitchen is,
Hmm.
because the pipe underneath the sink at that bathroom burst and it was like spilling water everywhere.
Ah.
So we called the plumber, but it was like at 9 at night,
Oof.
and
Yeah.
it took them like, you know, he said, oh, we'll have a guy over there by like 5 minutes. It took them well over like an hour for someone to get over here.
Yeah.
And by the time they got over there, our like floor was like utterly drenched and like water was everywhere.
Yeah.
And
Services
even
like
then,
that
they
usually
didn't fully
suck.
even then, like the guys that were here didn't know what the fuck they were doing.
Hmm. Yeah, for like the past fucking like 12 years we've been in this house. We've been calling our like the council and everything about issues that we have in this house with like plumbing and electricals and stuff like that. Still haven't been
Yeah.
fixed. It's been over 10 years. It's been over a decade since we moved in here.
Lord almighty.
Yeah, the neighbors who moved in a couple years back, brand new kitchen. As soon as they moved in for free.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's fine. It's cool.
Oh, yeah, no, this is totally fine.
Yeah,
And it's not even
fine.
it's not even our fault. It's the person who lived here before us. Because it was the reason they got the new kitchen is because sometime before we moved in,
We're here.
everyone else in the block got like new kitchens and stuff like that. But the person here turned down the offer for new like bathrooms and kitchens because this place was such a fucking like shithole. Like they just didn't take care of it, that they didn't want people to come into the house. When we moved in my brother's bedroom, there were bags of weed and dog piss all over the floors.
Oh my God.
We spent like a whole week cleaning out our place and like making sure everything was good for them when they moved into to our old place, because we did a house swap. Because you're like, cool, fucking thanks. At least the one benefit that we got from moving here was that we had a payment plan on our fridge before we moved, and it was obviously tied to our old address. And when my mom called the place about like changing the address, the woman on the other side of the phone was being a bitch to her, so she just didn't change the address and stopped getting billed for it. So we essentially got a fridge for like half the price that we would have paid. I was like, yeah, go fuck yourself. If you're gonna be a piece of shit, fuck you. You don't get the money.
God.
So, I just saw, like, right now that Twitter just put in a new feature.
Uh-huh. What have they done?
Reply downvotes.
Oh, that's been a thing for like months.
I literally am just seeing it now.
It's probably a rollout thing. Like I've had it for at least a month, but I'm sure other people still haven't got it yet. Also,
Yeah,
actually, I'm gonna bring it back to the crypto shit that we were talking about earlier. Just remember, when all of the big companies like Twitter and etc. start apologizing for doing crypto stuff and rolling back at it, they're not sorry. They just realize that it's not profitable anymore, and they're using them dipping out of it to find the next profit scam as a way to make themselves look good, even though they're just doing it to make more money. Like, remember Twitter Blue? I think that's what it was
Yes.
called. Yeah, they're gonna ditch out of NFTs and they're gonna double down on Twitter Blue. They're gonna make editing tweets a subscription service. They're gonna make higher quality images and videos a Twitter subscription service.
Yeah.
They'll give you more customization options for your Twitter page and your home page. They'll probably let you have animated profile pictures as a subscription service. Remember that. In a year or two, remember what I just said.
Yeah.
Keep right. Then exit right.
Because it'll happen. Obviously, a chaser just followed you. Oh boy. Block them. Don't even give them the satisfaction. Yeah, just block them. Yeah.
Yeah, the fuck, I linked you that because the soundtrack for that arc in Wano was released.
Oh, cool.
No.
If I may, what do you mean by chaser?
Tranny chaser. To put it bluntly. To put it bluntly. Yeah.
Well, so what?
Sometimes you forget people are so down bad.
Like, so a trans chaser, is that like a chubby chaser, but for trans people?
Kind of. But since obviously the topic is transgender people, it's gonna be worse.
So, okay, I'm like thinking, like, is it someone who's just who's just deliberately trying to be toxic, or is it like, or I guess you said they're that down bad, so it means that like they're is I'm guessing people who are fetishizing.
Yeah,
And
there's fetishizing
okay.
and stuff like that.
Okay, I understand.
Hmm.
I don't know. I guess I've never personally experienced that, so I'm very ignorant to it.
Yeah. Well, just 'cause you're lucky and people just think you're a woman when they hear and see you. I think I've had it happen to me like once. So,
Really?
yeah.
What was it like? Like, did they message you? Or...
God, I don't remember. They did DM me. It was on my old account.
Right.
I don't even remember what happened. I think they messaged me like once. It was like it was a long message they sent me, and I didn't even bother reading it because I don't even remember what they said. I just remember like reading the first sentence and just being disgusted. So I just blocked them.
I see.
Yeah.
So okay, so I noticed just on the Twitter thing, I noticed that yeah, the downvotes are only for replies.
Yeah, the actual tweets don't get the downvote thing, which I think is stupid. I think tweets should also have the downvote feature. But see, the problem with that is that obviously that means when Twitter and other big corporations make a horrible fucking take, they don't have to see
Oh, Luna, I'm sorry.
they don't have to see the downvotes. Oh
Yeah.
god. Yeah, that's also a pretty good well, I say good. That's a pretty accurate correlation. Usually if someone is like a trans chaser like that, they'll probably have something else that not always kitty diddlers, but they'll always have something else. It's just wrong with them. It's just, and it's just like, man, just
Yeah.
God, like I'm not one to say these type of things to most people, but the LTG, kill yourself if you are that type of person. You don't deserve oxygen.
Like
Like, it is too
I made the
clean
one
for you.
Pandoge meme where I was like, you know, where I put low tier God was right, you should. That one I'm still pretty happy with. There's just some Pandoge memes I make where I'm like, yeah, this is a good one. This is funny.
I love low tier god memes because it's a double-edged sword, but neither of the
Yeah.
edges are facing you.
Yeah.
Whereas like it's a funny meme, and also low tier god hates it. So,
Yeah.
so by making a funny meme, you're also pissing off low tier god, which is just
like, you know, PogChamp.
the icing on the cake. Yeah, PogChamp as well. I still believe Twitch should bring back the OG PogChamp because
Yeah.
Gutex doesn't like it.
Yeah. And it's like, it's, you know, to kind of relate this even more in games, it's like when Blizzard tried to cover up their shittiness by
turning
changing
women into
McCree's
bowls of
name.
fruit.
Yes. But
Yeah.
like, guys, we're changing McCree's name
Oh, I love
to
that was a fucking with the McCree thing recently. I think they posted new stuff about Overwatch 2. And
Yes,
like
they did.
there was a
finally-
robot that like everyone was saying like, we should come up for a name for this new robot. And one of the top replies was McCree.
Yes.
But yeah, no, I was bringing that up earlier because like, yeah, that's my favorite thing that Blizzard did. In one of their first efforts to hide the horrible harassment and treatment of women in their company, instead of not doing it. Yes, it is. It's a 60-70 pound DLC.
Yeah.
Which isn't even true. It's pretty much the exact same game. I wouldn't even call it a DLC. It's an expansion pack.
Yes.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, instead
it's
of
just-
actually
it-
stopping harassment of like workers and stuff in Blizzard, in World of Warcraft, they made a lot of female NPCs male, and the paintings of women that were in the game were turned into paintings of fruit.
Then exit right.
Oof. Way to respect women, Blizzard.
Exit right.
It is so like, it is so stupid. Like, I want to understand the train of thought that leads to that, but I just can't. Like, how
we
do you
shouldn't
get?
have these attractive characters? Here's what we'll do. Instead of having these attractive characters, we'll just get rid of them. There's no women in Warcraft. No, that's making the problem worse.
Like, I feel it's like they wanted to, or like they saw every other company doing like representation of women and stuff like that in their games, and they were like, let's do the opposite of that. They want us to represent women. What if we do the exact opposite and stop and anti-represent them? Women aren't real in World of Warcraft. That's the new canon. Women don't exist.
Oh my god.
Does this Elden Rings now and that you're maidenless?
Me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was saying that earlier. I do want to get Elden Ring to play on stream, but obviously, going back to nudge, nudge, wink, wink, can't afford it. Like at some
Fred,
point.
if you want my suggestion, you could always nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
Yeah, but
acquire it.
I don't want to. Yeah, but I don't want to do that for games that I stream, because that's more risky than just like pirating games to play on my own. Because like, also, you know what? I will defend piracy right now. In my case, at least, I pirate games because I can't afford them. So
Yeah.
you're not losing a sale. Because if I didn't pirate the game, I wouldn't be buying it anyway. Because I can't afford it. And then, even if I do pirate games, if I can eventually afford the game, I'll buy it. I did that with Security Breach. I originally pirated Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach, and then obviously I enjoyed it as buggy and unfinished the game and story is. I respect what Steel Wool is doing, and I have faith in them. So when I could afford it, I bought the game on Steam, and then obviously deleted the pirated copy. Remember that one meme, Mike Pence and the electric fence, especially turning fruits into vegetables? I've never heard of that before.
Go straight. Keep left. And then turn.
It almost sounds like a tongue twister. Mike Pence and the electric fence. Like that could be the start of that could be the start of a tongue twister.
Mike Pence, Mike Pence and the electric fence. Yeah, it actually is a tongue twister.
Left. Finally.
There is one.
Mike Pence and the electric fence. Try it now for 50 cents. I don't know. I'm making shit up. It's a service now.
There is one good thing to me pirating Elden Ring though, is that I am playing offline, which means I don't have to interact with anyone. I can just enjoy the game offline.
And you know what? I will say another thing to defend piracy. Denuvo.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah.
you, though.
Fuck Denuvo. Like if a game has Denuvo in it, I'll gladly pirate it. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit.
I do not understand why companies still use Denuvo, even though it's been proven time and time and time again to be literally the worst of the worst.
See, that's the best part about it as well. It's a horrible anti-piracy software, or software, like, thing. It destroys how the games run.
Yeah.
And it doesn't even work. It doesn't. It's like with what's the game's name? It's like with Valorant's anti-cheat, where like it embeds itself into essentially spyware and like a
Yeah.
rootkit that embeds itself into your computer so like, what's the word? So hard,
Deeply?
I guess. Yeah, so deeply. And there are still cheaters and stuff in Valorant to a significant degree. So like, you're doing all of that and it doesn't work anyway. Like, you could have just used easy anti-cheat, but no, you're Riot Games. You had to use your own thing. You had to make it yours, because you're not allowed to use other things. So that means you have to pay them to use their services and their shit. No, you have to do it
Yeah.
your way. Even if it doesn't work, it doesn't matter because you profit from it.
Yeah.
Same with Denuvo. It's clunky, it's inefficient, it doesn't even fucking work, but people use it anyway because it's easy to use and it's profitable.
Oh, and speaking of another reason to
Embed, I
support
guess.
piracy, it's when companies decide to quote-unquote remake a game, but then decide that, oh, we're gonna remove all the previous versions of this game so only the remake is available.
Oh, Glover?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck that company, by the way. I don't even remember the name of the company, but
The people
the company
bought
that-
the rights to Glover.
the company that bought the IP and like rights to Glover and are going around DMCAing and taking down actual original ROMs and actual
Yeah.
original versions of Glover so they can
Yeah.
release their shitty remade copy of the game and probably charge you an extortionate price for it. Fuck them.
Yep.
Isn't it the same company that bought Bubsy too?
I don't fucking know. I don't
Hold
care
on. I
enough.
will look that up real quick.
I
'Cause
just
I could've sworn
remember
it's
their
told me
tweet. I just remember their tweet being like, what's the point of preserving if it's not preserving if it's an unfinished buggy mess? Like, yes it is. That's what preserving games is. If you're remaking it, you're not preserving. You don't go to the National Museum and be like, "Oh, this ancient fossil is unfinished. Destroy it. Make a new one." That's
Pico
the past.
Interactive.
Pico Interactive, man. Don't do my boy Pico like that, man.
It's with
He
a
just
K,
will-
not C. It's not
Good.
Newgrounds.
Good. Kind of disrespect Newgrounds like that.
I'm going to look up Pico Interactive. I want to see who these people are.
What other crimes have they committed?
Well, right now on their website, all they have is images of Glover.
Of course.
Let's go to licensing.
Ooh. Can I
Over
license
100
you? Can I
video game
license you to
IPs
fuck off?
available for licensing.
Can I license you to fuck off?
These are the people who also own 40 Winks.
Yep. Oh, so that's another game that they're gonna completely ruin. Well, joke's on them. I'm pretty sure I still have the original ROM for 40 Winks somewhere. Like somewhere in my Google Drive, I'm pretty sure I still have the original ROM for 40 Winks.
Okay.
I missed that. Did they buy Bubsy as well?
I don't think you said that yet.
No, so if I remember right, Bubsy I think is, if I remember right, Bubsy is now being published by Deep Silver, I want to say. Let me look that up real quick.
Oh no.
Oh, okay.
Oh no.
Publishers are Tomo Incorporated and UFO Interactive Games.
Never heard of them. You know what I would want? I want Vicarious Visions to get the rights for Bubsy. Because- because they would make a great Bubsy game. Like, I genuinely think they could make it great.
So I'm looking through Pico Interactive's catalog, like their actual catalog of games, which most of them would pretty much all of them except Glover. If you click on them, they say, "Sorry, no news for this game yet," which means these are just literally old ass games that they bought for super cheap and will just eventually, churn out on Steam later at a exorbitant price, including Radical Rex.
Mm,
And of course, 40 Winks as well, which
yeah.
also no news for this game yet. yeah, most of these games I've literally never heard of. But also, Super 3D Noah's Ark.
No! They better not. I will scream if they ruin Super 3D Noah's Ark. That game is so good. That is I don't care what anyone says, that is the best Doom mod. Actually, I think it's a Wolfenstein mod.
I think it is a Wolfenstein mod.
Yeah,
It is the best. It is the
mod.
best Wolfenstein mod. Yeah.
There's also Nightshade, which if I remember right,
Nightshade? I recognize
James
that
Rolfe
name.
looked at that game.
Yeah, I was gonna say I definitely recognize it. They're literally just buying old IPs that are probably very cheap because the companies who made them are fucking dead. They're just buying them so they can eventually be like, oh my god, guys, look, we're remaking this old cult classic, preserving the games of the past. Give us all your money so we can ruin your childhood.
I know that for 40 Winks, my brother backed the Kickstarter for the N64 version, which was also before this company bought the rights to it.
Yeah.
So hey, at least he's got an N64 copy of 40 Winks.
Yeah. I've had the ROM for fucking ages. I haven't even played the game. I've just had the ROM for so long.
They also own the rights to a game called Blender Bros. I'm gonna look that game up.
No idea, yeah.
It's a Game Boy Advance game from Hudson, aka the original Bonram developers. There's BlenderBros.com, which is a start building your 3D career today. Yeah, it's just a Game Boy Advance game that, oh, there's a Steam page. Yep, there is a Steam page for it.
Oh,
It is $11. Yep, this is a... There are 2 reviews posted in 2020, both positive. Yeah, these are basically just
Man,
these are just paid, ROMs.
Can I get followers on Twitter that aren't just fucking graphic designer bots? For once.
Please.
Like come on.
Oh my goodness. Well, we're getting about to that 2.5 hour mark, which I before the stream started, I told you, like, I've probably got about 2.5 hours in me before my mind just burns out.
Well, we have gone for almost 2.5 hours.
And
Yeah.
my mind is burning out.
There it is.
2 hours, 27:30.
Huh. I didn't realize Vicarious Visions also worked on Diablo 2 Resurrection.
Yeah.
Yes, they did.
Interesting.
In fact, what else has Vicarious Visions done? Vicarious Visions. What other games have you worked on? Vigilante 8 for the Game Boy Color. Spider-Man for the Game Boy Color. A lot of Game Boy Color game. Oh my god, SpongeBob SquarePants Legend of the Lost Spatula. I had that game. See, that one I recognize. I had it. Oh, they did the GBA version of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2.
Oh, the one that I had. It's the only one I've played.
Oh, right! And of course they did the Tony Hawk 3 Game Boy Advance version as well. And they did the Crash Bandicoot, The Huge Adventure. Or in the UK, it was like Crash Extreme, I think?
No idea.
Hold on. What the hell was it called in the UK? I know Categories has talked about it. It was like Crash X.
Wow, I have a reply on my post.
You have a reply?
What? That's what? What? Who? Croc. Eyeball. Stop that. I also love that, like, it didn't say that you changed your pledge. It said that I got a new subscriber.
Bye-bye.
So yeah, Vicarious Visions, they've done quite a lot over the years. And it's a shame that they then got absorbed into basically the Call of Duty Cold Mines,
Yep.
as well as Diablo 2 Resurrected. Basically, Vicarious Visions did the ports for Diablo 2.
Yeah. I agree.
Maybe under Microsoft, they'll free them from Call of Duty and be like, hey, remember remember those amazing remakes that you did? Keep doing those.
Yeah.
Vicarious Visions, good company. Great developers.
Whoops, I did not mean to close that, but I guess we're getting no more music. I accidentally closed the music, so no more music for the rest of the stream, which isn't that long anyway, because that's the music.
Bless
There we
you.
go. That's...
Yeah, I farted it out of existence for
Yeah.
now.
That's good. That is the music. That is the music for the rest of the stream. It's just...
Just musical fart reverbs.
Music to my ears.
Yeah, music to my ears and my nose.
The girl gas.
Delicious. And then I wonder why people don't watch my channel. I bring
I
this
do.
upon myself. You don't watch my channel, you're a part of it.
I am watching it.
Ew. You have terrible taste. Alright, but yeah, I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. Because tomorrow is like my whatever the fuck day. Like, I have no fucking...
I thought you took Wednesdays off.
No, it's basically my free day now.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's essentially just I can do whatever I feel like, but that means a lot more choices that I don't know what to do.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Well, with that, everyone.
Alright, yeah, so till then, see you tomorrow. Bye-bye!
Bye!